Right,
Well,
hello everybody. Back, Ben. Final session of the day.
I know.
Great. Who's with us?
I know. It's yeah, it's pretty exciting. We left the best till last, as it were. So I'm really excited to have everybody here. So we're joined by the HRX team. So that's Callum McDougall. We've got Ago Albagino. And we've got Michael Crease as well, the touring car driver, or Creasy, whatever you prefer.
That's some trophy there, by the way. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty big. We'll come back. We'll come back to that in a minute. That bit of the elephant in the room till then. But I guess Ago, we'll kick off with you. You're a racer yourself, so you've raced for many years. Tell us about what you've been up to.
Is that Ago?
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I think I'm the oldest in the group. So I started very young and early to race in Italy. I live in an area where we don't have racetrack, so I started with the rally. But after a few years, I went in Renault Cup, and then I continue all my life to race for, as I can say, for fun. I was even if when I was quite old, I was involved in Fan Cup. In the latest 2007, I won the Italian Championship, and then I won the GT. I was the first to bring the Ginetta GT4 in Italy, and in 2010 I won the championship. Because I was knowing Lawrence very well, because I spent many times to work on the car. I supply many items in that period, not with HRX, but where I was working in that time. I did, I don't know, 10 times 24 hours of Fan Cup, and I enjoy with endurance, and so I enjoy myself. And luckily, I have no more time now, but I think we are spending, all of us, we are spending very well our time to grow with HRX is, as I can say, our challenge, our daily challenge, and we like this. I'm very happy that, as I can say, I did in my life something that is very connected to my passion. So from the 20s, when I was not the 20s, when I was 20 years old, I was always involved in motorsport. So I think I was, and I'm very lucky.
Yeah, definitely. So what made you start HRX, and where did that all come from?
We are live or not?
Yes, yeah, we're live. Yep.
Okay. Yes, there is a meaning. That doesn't matter how, as I can say, if people likes or not, but there is a meaning, and this, I think, is a very important thing. As I was telling before, when I was I started to race when I was young, but I have like a break for 10 years. I was dedicated to the business, and then when I was back in '96, I tried to create like a team, or like we call Scuderia in Italy. That is a place that connected a lot of drivers doing different type of racing, but it's like a place where different people involved in motorsport can find, and we can help each other to make races and grow. And so I tried to find something that was giving a reason to my comeback, and to maybe the comeback of other people. And I called the team Happy Racer. But in Italy sound very well. In Italian sound very well. If you see, so Hamilton, when wins anyway, say I'm happy. So the meaning was coming from that reason. And the very beginning was the meaning was I'm very happy to come back to race, and at the end I was we are very happy to come back to win. So this is the reason of where the name HRX is stand for. HR and the X. The X, I had a customer in France that was doing the car with special prototype, and the company was Extreme, starting with X, and I put together, and as I can say, was sounding well, and I decided to go on in this way. So I was remembering my time before on racing, and the X means the future. Could be extreme, could be exciting, could be everything that is very connected to motorsport, but much more with the life that we are doing, because I feel HRX a company and a daily activity that is very close to a racing team, to the driver activity, because every day we following the races, you are always moving very, very fast. So we live an exciting, let me say, for what I can say, exciting to develop, exciting to live days like today, that we are all together, people involved in motorsport, with Michael that won the trophy, and so this is the meaning of HRX.
Yeah, definitely. Well, appreciate let us know on that. And Callum, over to you, because you're the HRX UK representative, so a lot of people be familiar with you, probably more so seeing you pretty much dominate in the Enduro KA Championship. So tell us, you're a racer yourself.
Well, I like to think I am. Yeah, I dominating. I'm not sure that's quite the word. We had a good year last year. We got away with something like 5 of the 7 events that we entered. We've had a slightly harder year of it this year. The competition's definitely stepped up. But yeah, I enjoy throwing a car around a race circuit, and I have been known to be a little competitive at times.
I can imagine. Well, look, tell us about the custom builder. I mean, we've run our competition, which we'll go through shortly, which I'm sure everyone was eager to know to see if they won the suit. But talk us through the custom builder and how that can help drivers find their next race suit.
Great, yeah. So as Ago's told you, so obviously he started HRX a number of years ago, and he's done a fantastic job of dominating the international endurance racing scene market, and with a lot of professional drivers all over the world. What we hadn't so much taken advantage of or catered for were your club racers, me and Ago, although I suspect he's a bit better than me, and Michael obviously much better. But we wanted to create a way for all us average racers out there to be able to have your own image, have your own race suit, which I think for the large extent was something that nobody really thought was possible until this came along, or not certainly without a very large budget. So we built an online system where you can literally create your own race suit. There are 10 different designs available at the moment, and each one of those has 4 color zones. So I think the combination of which there are just over 1 million different suit variations that you can produce. So you're very unlikely to be standing next to somebody else who's designed exactly the same suit as you. But that was the idea of it. And, thank you very much to the guys at Motorsport Days for holding the competition for us. As you're all probably aware, we're giving away a free suit, to our free custom Zero suit, which is our top end professional grade, which Michael will be able to tell you about because he's been racing in it all season long, to a lucky winner just for having a go and designing a suit and putting it up there for the world to see.
Yeah, definitely. Well, before we touch on that again, talk us about the new homologation rules that are coming in. A lot of people might not quite be aware of what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. So there are a new set of FIA suit homologations out. They are the 8856 2018 rules. So don't panic, anybody. Your race suit's not about to become invalid if you've got one already. Next year, it's going to be mandatory in Formula 1, Formula E, World Endurance Championship, Extreme E, all the big stuff. So I believe even touring cars will have current suits for next year, but I'm no doubt they'll change shortly afterwards. What it effectively means is that the suits are all going to become safer, so that they all have to last longer in a fire, and as a result, they are likely to all get a little bit heavier. But Ago and his team in Italy have done a fantastic job of creating a new range of products that, if anything, are a step forward in terms of their breathability and lightness, despite meeting the new regulations for even safer suits. So every suit that we produce now that comes through our configurator, we are making to the new homologation. So it's safer than anything else that you might buy that's already been made and is on a shelf somewhere. A more important factor for all us club racers out there is that any suit that currently exists on the old homologation will no longer be valid from the start of 2028. Sounds like a long way away, 7 years. I know most people will probably change suits within a 7-year period, but there are certainly a lot of us out there that will make them go as long as possible. I know my father's one of those people. As a Scottish accountant, he'll get the most he possibly can out of anything that he owns. Where the new homologation suits will be valid for a full 10 years from the point of manufacture. So buying a new suit now, or buying one of our new suits now, you'll get a full lifespan out of it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I can certainly vouch for them myself, because I've got one just over my shoulder here. But let's talk to the man of the moment, Michael Crease. Bit of a trophy there. Then she had a good Jack Sears trophy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't left my side pretty much all week, but it's an incredible trophy, and I'm just so glad I got my name on it with with all the greats on there so far. So it's a great feeling.
Well, that's definitely a testament to your driving, but also, how is it having you've got some real tough competition with your teammates? What's that like? Do they help you quite a bit, or?
Yeah, it's been a real good thing for me. I mean, when we signed the deal up at Autosport last year, I mean, I had a deal with Vauxhall all the way up till New Year's Eve, and it fell through on New Year's Eve. So I was without a drive going into the new year, and I put on social media a post, and I had Motorbase and BTC come, and we pretty much done the deal. We chose to go with BTC Racing, and but when I signed the deal, I didn't even think about my teammates at the time, and it wasn't until I sat down and after coming back from Autosport, I thought, actually, I've got a race against Tom Chilton and Josh Cook, which was a bit of a shock, really, when I actually thought about it. But they've been fantastic. I mean, Tom Chilton has raced, in the Worlds and brilliant British touring car for many years, and he's very, very experienced. But Josh Cook is just lit. He's just, what he can do in a race car is just pretty much unbelievable. And he's been coaching me all year, brought me on to that next level. And probably safe to say now I'll probably turn from amateur to a pro this year with his help.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, that certainly is great to hear. I know you've got quite a good fan base. But this year you obviously haven't been able to bring them to any race. What's it been like racing without the fans?
I mean, I've been asked that question a million times this year, and for me, it's been really, really weird. I mean, I came into touring car last year, was my first year, and I got a 12th from 27th at the first race at Brands Hatch, and I celebrated like I won the championship, and it was just amazing that I was even in touring car, but to go and do it and then celebrate with the fans, they just really relate to me, and I'm just a normal guy, I'm a normal plumber. From Thanet, and basically I hit the scene, and we've just gone from strength to strength from there, and the fans have been great. But going out the first race this year with no fans, it just felt like a test session, and winning the championship was really weird. We had a few mechanics there clapping, and that was about it. But I've been very active on social media all year. I've worked with all my partners, with HRX and everyone, and we've all been doing stuff to try and make the crowd more and more attached to our season. And with BTC Racing and Steve Dubman, he's invested a lot of money this year in BTC Racing Line. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's basically all behind the scenes and good interviews and in-depth interviews. And just when we get out of the car, they're on us, and you get a real feel for the weekend through the BTC Racing Line. So it's been really, really good connecting with the fans that way.
Yeah, definitely. I have to ask about the suit as well. So, talk us through, when you're racing, it's, I know from myself, it's very much bespoke design and everything else, isn't it?
Well, it's funny because obviously when I was racing in Ginetta G40s in my first year, and then G55s, I used to go out and try and ring round and say, right, I quite like that suit, and I had to pay a fortune for different suits all the time. And when I went to touring car, everyone sort of goes to the Autosport show to try and do deals with each other, and that's where a good platform to, and that's where I first ever met Ago, and me and him just clicked. Soon as we started speaking, he loved my personality. Obviously, I just won the Ginetta GT4, which Ago has a very special place in his heart as well with Ginetta, And me and him just hit it off, and he said, "Do you know what? Like, I'm going to put my support into you. I reckon, you know, you can do it." And he did. And you know, straight away we went out there. The suit was amazingly, you know, for me, it was the first ever time I've had a suit that's, you know, made to measure and fitted. And I sort of went through the process. And then when it turned up, it was amazing, because it's the lightweight. I mean, obviously with us, every kilo matters, and we have to be dead on. Car and driver has to be, and I'm a little bit bigger than Jake Hill, say, or someone like that.
Who isn't?
And so every kilo matters to us, and it just makes my life a little bit easier. But it's so, you know, when I first got in a touring car in my old suit when I was testing, I got out and I was hot and I was flustered, and even the underwear was quite heavy and stuff. And then when I put the HRX stuff on, it just felt like I got out. It feels like you've got nothing on, just a normal lightweight t-shirt, and it's really breathable, and it just keeps you so cool and in the car, because them cars get up to, I think, 69 degrees Fahrenheit on the ECU it clocks. So that's about 110 degrees in your oven.
Wow.
So, you know, at one point this year, you remember back when it was really red hot at Brands and stuff.
Yeah.
It does get very hot, so it's very important you have a cool, lightweight suit in the car.
Fantastic. Well, certainly all good to hear. Well, you're obviously you're here for another reason as well, to choose the winner of our competition. So we've managed to pick 4 people at random. If we can show the image of the 4 suits that have been chosen, and so Michael, I guess it's over to you to have a look and make a choice of which person do you think has won.
Oh,
big choice.
No pressure.
I quite like all of them, really. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with Kev, I think, because I know how important it is to have black and white, but the black bit's all in the right bit on that suit, so you know that you can keep that suit for many years purely for the fact that it's not going to get too dirty and stuff. So Kev Straw, I think, is going to be our winner.
Well done, Kev. Fantastic news. Well, thank you very much for choosing there. To be honest, it's been some great kit that people have put in there, and also the begging stories and everything else. But, you know, to anyone else that unfortunately didn't get the suit this time, you know, absolutely go and check out HRX, and you know, you can see these guys are professionals, and it's worn by professionals. So thank you very much, guys, for being our guests on the show, and also being part of you know, Motorsport Days live in previous years and everything else. But unless you guys have got anything else to say at all,
I just want to touch with Ago for you know, congratulating him on you know, me, Ash Sutton winning the Independence and the drivers title. So HRX have pretty much cleaned up in British touring car this year, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. What I can say is that we live like we are racing. So we live really all the company, and I think all the atmosphere we have here. We are always, even if this year was not possible to come in England, but we live the races. We live our driver. I'm very happy that. Michael, remember when we met at the Autosport show, because was really incredible, no?
Yeah.
And another thing that
no one forgets meeting you.
Sorry?
No one forgets meeting you, Ago.
Never. No, what I can say also is thank to Ben, because I think Ben don't give up. I mean, this is very important, because these 2 days for all our world is very, very important, and to be here anyway instead of what's happening outside or everywhere is very, very important. I think we can take you only, and
thank you.
Thanks a lot. It's very, very, we appreciate a lot, really.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And also thank you to the My Supercar boys for helping to manage to put it on, because otherwise it would just be a Zoom video for everyone to join into. So this is a bit better. But look, thank you very much for being part of it. We'll let you get on. Sorry, Callum, did you want to say something?
Yeah, so just one last thing, and just again, yeah, thank you everybody for entering the competition. I can see loads of people have been on the website and playing with it, so that's really great stuff. Keep your eyes open for Black Friday deals, which will be on next Friday.
What a legend, eh, Callum? He's a man.
Good stuff. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it, and wish you all the best next year, Michael, as well, and also the boys HRX. So thanks a lot, guys.
Ciao, everybody. Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Ciao.